Man, have I got a guest for you tonight. You talk about a ball of fire. She's right here with me. You can see her on screen if you're watching on YouTube. Afton Bain. Afton, how you doing?
I'm excited to be here.
Why are you here?
Because you're a living legend.
I don't know what station you've heard that on or what planet.
That's what the rumor mill's saying. You're a living legend.
Okay. Tell you're running for Congress. Now, you're running for Congress.
That's
okay.
right. That's right.
And 7th
district. I'm a current state house rep in Nashville and running for the 7th congressional district.
Where Mark Green was.
Yes.
That has resigned. We'll get into that later.
Okay.
And, you know, now you're in politics. Now, is this something that just happened, or have you had this animosity toward your parents long, or?
Well, I've been a lifelong Girl Scout. I earned my Girl Scout Gold Award. I know.
Lord,
Teach women skills.
Were you in the brownies?
I did the brownies. I did the juniors. I did the daisies, and then I got my Gold Award. And I've always been about community service, and I guess it just kind of morphed into politics. And so,
you know, that is true. And I cannot walk past. We have a good friend. Let and Blair, their daughter Scarlett, and she's in, and we've got some in the freezer right now. So
I sold cookies until I was 18, and people said,
"Really?
Aren't you a little big to be a Girl Scout?" And I said, "No, ma'am. No, I'm not.
Hardly.
No, I'm not.
No, I can't go past them. When I go past, they sit up at the grocery store or Walmart, wherever they are. I love it.
I mean, the way I learned business skills. And
that's exactly right.
That's right.
That's
right.
Hey, and the cookies with the guys sell. And they are good.
That's
too.
right.
They are good. I forget my wife's favorite, but we've got 4 or 5 boxes, 5 or 6 boxes in the freezer still. Love those things. And the Girl Scouts and Cub Scouts, you all do not forget, do you?
No, we do not. We've got the memory of, yes.
Afton Bain is with us. She's running for Congress, and you can see us on YouTube Live. I'll get into all that in a minute. But for right now, my name is Edwin Lee Raymer, and yes, I am still a private investigator, at least for now. Welcome aboard.
This is the Edwin Lee Raymer Show with your host, Ed Raymer, on your Good Neighbor station, News Radio, WGNS.
That's a little rock and roll to kick you off. I still want to go with AC/DC and Stiff Upper Lip. This is the Edwin Lee Raymer Show, and I'm your host, Ed Raymer. This show is produced at studios of WGNS, AM 1450, 100.5, 101.9 FM, right here in the heart of the great volunteer state in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. You can reach us tonight with your questions, comments, and ideas, and talk to Afton at 615-893-1450. You can also send us a text to that number. And our producer, Brother Connor here, will be glad to read it over the air. For those of you, or give it to me or Afton, and we'll be glad to read it for you. For those of you that might be a little too high or too shy to come on the air, I understand. Okay, my guest tonight, of course, is Afton Bain, who's running for Congress, 7th District. We're going to get into that in just a minute. Now, how do you find us? Okay. Yes, we are YouTube Live right now. You can go to YouTube, type in the Edwin Lee Raymer Show. It should pull us up. And our News Radio, WGNS. You can find us that way. Facebook Live as well. What's that Facebook Live, Connor? What is that? What's that location on Facebook? Is it News Radio, WGNS?
Yeah, it's on our Facebook page.
Same thing. Okay. All right. And also, you can listen to us on the good old-fashioned radio, which, believe it or not, folks, I think may be making a comeback, because I noticed in the part of the Trump campaign, they've put out so much junk that it's starting to, bless their heart, they've all lied so much that the models don't know they don't know what to do.
What's real? Yeah.
No, they don't.
No.
After they really don't.
I know.
Rachel Maddow did a thing. You get a kick out of it. So, if you'll tune in, and for you younger people, radio. What is radio? AM or FM? And if you get in your car, there will be generally a rectangular device in the dash of your car. And if you turn it on, you can get talk out of it. Sometimes you can listen to music. It's a world open to you. Take a listen. You might like it. We're on AM 1450, FM 100.5, 101.9. And, of course, you can listen to YouTube and all that good stuff. And you can go online for our podcast at wgnsradio.com. And you can take by the way, you can download the WGNS app and take WGNS with you wherever you go. Listen whenever you wish. Hello, Angela Bingham. Angela tried to call a few weeks ago, and she could not get through. So
too many people
Angela,
calling in.
Well, I don't know
they
about
want a little
that.
Bit of Ed.
No, I don't know about that.
Okay.
We had some phone situations, I think, didn't we? Occasionally. So, if you want, and my personal number, and I don't make a big deal about it, and some of you call from time to time, is 615-390-7219. And you can reach me. Afton Bain is our guest right now. Afton, how did you get into this, seriously? And thank you for doing this. I appreciate you doing it. Hannah set this up, and she's just great. She called to check on you. Hannah, what is her name? Hexter. I'm sorry, I've got y'all's information here somewhere, but she's great. And hello,
she
Hannah.
said you have to go on the Ed Raymer Show, otherwise you will never be elected in Tennessee politics.
Oh, great! Yeah, you're already in Tennessee politics. What are you talking about? You don't need me. Okay, you polled better than almost 42% of a straw poll done. I think Montgomery County.
Yeah.
So, you are for real.
I'm for real. So I moved back to Tennessee after Trump was elected the first time, much to the upset of my parents. I took them out to eat and said, Mom and Dad, I want to get involved in Tennessee politics. And my mom started crying so hard.
Are you kidding me? Really?
She started crying so hard she actually had to be escorted out of the restaurant.
What were their hopes for? You're in social work like our daughter is.
I was working at the UN in Switzerland, and so I had a very, prestigious job. And
doing what?
I was helping displaced refugees. And so, but I realized quickly after Trump was elected that I didn't understand what had happened to Tennessee in the state I grew up in. So I decided to move home. And
so you're a Tennessee gal.
I am a Tennessee gal. Not born here, raised here.
Raised here. Where were you born?
Tempe, Arizona.
Tempe, Arizona.
Yeah, but I moved here when I was 4, so.
Oh, okay. Well, Tempe, Arizona. Okay, that explains.
My dad was getting his doctorate at ASU, and then he got a job at UT. He's been at UT Knoxville for about 30 years.
So with the problems I have in Arizona, that would explain the animosity. Okay.
So I moved back and got my first job as a community organizer for a group that was trying to protect Medicaid and the Affordable Care Act.
Right.
And I was organizing across Tennessee and in the hollers, trying to inform people about the cuts to Medicaid. And it kind of feels like Groundhog Day in this moment, right? Because we just had this big, ugly bill that passed that's going to cut Medicaid across the state of Tennessee. And that's exactly what I was doing in 2017.
Right. And, of course, I read a piece in last week's paper, Marsha Blackman wrote, that's all just a lie. So the Democrats are just lying. That is not, she's telling the lie.
You know what's unfortunate?
It's unbelievable.
Well, in 2 years, when she's our governor, and we just got to, we got to get there. When she's our governor.
No, I don't, no, please, don't.
But I imagine that because our infrastructure, we have a $73 billion backlog in terms of our infrastructure.
I know.
And I feel like a bridge is going to collapse, and Marsha Blackburn will be at the front of the bridge, and she'll be like, those Chinese.
Yeah.
They messed up our bridge.
They don't build good bridges.
They don't build good bridges in Tennessee anymore.
The man that I've had on here, and people will know this, my regular listeners, he was on just about 3-4 weeks ago, Stephen Reynolds.
Oh,
he ran against Desjardins here. Stephen is in infrastructure. Mm-hmm. Okay? That's what he's done his entire life. He ran against Desjardins twice, telling these people, you're going to lose hospitals. You're going to, your infrastructure it doesn't last forever, and no one wanted to hear that.
No.
Infrastructure is not.
It's not sexy.
It's not sexy. My words exactly. It's not sexy. It's not pretty. Hey, let's talk about infrastructure. But you must have it. It is the basis for what builds a successful community, a county, a state. And, and another thing, a part of infrastructure is the internet.
Yeah,
and
broadband.
Broadband. And, Stephen saying, these big companies are not going to come in unless they can plug in. And this stuff of, we'll have that by the time you get here. No. You've got to have it right now. They're ready to go.
Well, I think what's interesting about this moment in time, and I'll take it back to state government, is the supermajority has been in power for around 15 years, and they've doubled our state budget. None of that money is going to improving our roads.
No, not at all.
It's not going to improving our infrastructure, to our schools. So where is it going? And I think in the next few months and perhaps years, Tennesseans are going to realize, like, it's not what you voted for. It's not what you voted for.
Well, if they're not realizing it already, I don't know where they've been. I really don't, because that's the reason I want you here, because to tell these people what's going on. You are in the state capitol. I am. You are totally outnumbered.
I am.
You are? Okay. And, my hat's off to you.
I have a great time. I came in a special election and was the newbie in the legislature, and I've really learned a lot, and I'm grateful for my peers. But unfortunately, the Republican supermajority has been spiraling out of control,
right?
And there's no checks and balances, and so I've just I've tried to move the needle in terms of organizing around ending the grocery tax, right?
I know. Yeah, I noticed that.
I don't know if you heard about my pot for potholes bill.
I have not heard about that one. No, I hadn't heard about the grocery tax, but not the
pot for bottles. So it would legalize the recreational sale of marijuana, and that money would go to our highway general fund to fix our roads, because we have some of the worst roads in America. And in fact, the Republicans got mad at me because last year during the election cycle, I put up billboards saying that the real border crisis is Kentucky having better roads than us.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah.
Okay, that was supposed to prompt a laugh, but neither of you laughed it.
I'm there. We did it one time. Mary Esther Reed, who's mayor of Smyrna, Tennessee, and she was up here one night. Her parents, and I've known them going back a long way. And her dad generally leaned to the right, and her mother generally leaned to the left. Okay, we go back a long way. And I said it right here on the air. I was talking about, I think we ought to build a wall between Smyrna and Murfreesboro and make Mary Esther's parents pay for it. Now, with that, before Connor hits the mute button on me, I want to go to our first break. Afton Bain is with us. She's out of the congressional seat in Nashville, but she's running for Congress in Mark Green's vacant seat. She needs your support. She needs your help. And yes, I'm sure she could use a few bucks. It's just part of it nowadays, folks. Hate to tell you that. Connor's on the board. We're going to be back right after this. Stay with us. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. If you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. If you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. All right, and we are back with Afton Bank. Afton, okay, I'll tell you what, we got a caller on the line. Let's put this caller on and go ahead, caller. You're on the air live. Go ahead.
Mr. Raymer, how are you?
Hello, this is Jeff Neal. I know I can tell with the voice.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hey, I've got a young lady up here, and I have her handcuffed to the desk for the remainder of the hour.
Oh, why? You're going to keep her there till about 11 o'clock.
Because of this caller, ladies and gentlemen, is the reason I have this young lady handcuffed to the dais here. Jeff, go ahead.
I'm doing great.
I just want to say I saw when you decided to run, I guess it was the next day or so, whatever, I saw your interviews on CNN and News Nation. They were really good. I hope that you can get people out for the special election. Normally, these elections in off years, there's not a lot of turnout with voters, but I hope voters do come out and vote. I saw today in the paper there was about 3 different. You and 2 other Democrats are going to run in the primary. There's about 5 or 6 Republicans, so it looks like a lot of people want that seat.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really exciting time, and I think what folks, so nationally, what you need to understand about special elections, as Jeff intimated, is these districts have been swinging 16, 18 points to the left, and so we're seeing Republican districts that are plus 19, 20, like overwhelmed by Democratic turnout, and so that's what's really exciting about this race. And for those of you listening, this will be the only Republican to Democratic special election in the entire country, so all eyes will be on Tennessee, all eyes will be on this state, and it's a really exciting moment for all of us.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I know you were talking about the grocery day. This weekend was the special for the tax-free weekend, and like I said, I've heard about your hot for $5 would be pretty good. But now, from what I understand, this is what I've heard for years, that Tennessee is a state that for their road projects, it's a pay-as-they-go state. Is that true?
You walked
Jeff,
right into her.
You
walked right into her living room.
My love language. Let me tell you, I was at a Republican event, kissing babies, hugging men, hugging Republican men, and I mean, it's campaigning. It's campaign season.
Okay, well, that's true. That's true.
So we were in Cunningham, Tennessee, and there was a road supervisor from one of the counties, and he said, you know what, I saw that you stepped out and said we need to end our pay-as-you-go model. And so for the listeners, basically Tennessee won't take on debt to pay for capital projects, which is a big problem because if you're going to pay for all of the materials up front, you want to lock in that cost and that you're not paying inflationary costs as you move forward. And so I've been a big proponent of eliminating the pay-as-you-go model, and that's exactly what Jeff is talking about. So, and hopefully we can, finance this $73 billion backlog.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say to you, all you need to do is just build some parkways like Kentucky has. Just take the toll roads out. Don't put toll lanes in. That's what Mike Sparks says. People have a choice.
Oh, the Lexus lanes? How do you feel about the Lexus lanes, Jeff?
Oh, yeah, I'll feel about them now. When I get in there, if I get in there, I won't get out of them real fast. I won't pay the little bill when they send it to my house. But like Mike Sparks says, we have a choice. Well, we have a choice, too, to put him out of office. But see, the problem is, the last election, these Republicans won't debate. They won't do any debate. And what he told me, this Senator Bay, he told me, he said if WGNS wants me to do a debate, I will. If not, I'm not going to do it. That's what his exact words were to me.
Really?
So he's he's not going to debate. He don't want to do it. He don't want to debate no issues. Because I went to that one that was up there before the last election, the ones the last When Miss Pont ran,
Mm-hmm.
most of them up there were Democrats. And there was one that I can't remember her name now, but she was on the council. She was the only Republican was up there that night. All the rest of them were there. There was no Encompass. Rudd wasn't there. Sparks. None of them people.
Right.
But that doctor was just, I can't remember all their names. None of them were there. None of them. They didn't show up.
Yeah.
They don't want to. They don't want to show up. But I didn't want to tell you. Did you tell about the stuff I told you about Trump? Did you tell about that?
No, what do you got?
Let me tell you. I told you, Mr. Senator Bain, all this tariff money he says we're collecting, which I don't believe. I need to be a liar.
Oh, you told me. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell us about this. You're going to love this.
All this tariff money we're collecting just being. That's so much we can pay off the debt tomorrow. It's so much money. Well, he wants to do what he wants to do now. He says he's thinking about it. He wants to send every American a check. That's all this money we got. All coming in these checks. And he's already reduced. He made a deal today with the European countries over there to reduce their tariff to 15%.
I mean, here's the thing. I am all in favor of restoring American manufacturing. But the problem with Trump's tariffs is that there was no coordinated effort to build the capacity in order to pull American manufacturing home. And so what's happened is like there's just things are just going to cost more without there being any.
And what he wants to do, he wants these businesses to eat. Like he's told Walmart to eat the tariff. He wants to eat it. Don't even do that. Of course, we don't want to talk about Walmart. That deal in Michigan yesterday. We don't want to talk about what happened up there. The guy, the gunman. I don't think God even what the deal was up there. You don't have to worry about that because we all know the gun don't do it. The gun don't do nothing. It just sits there and.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
The gun
yeah.
It's just a bullet in there. It don't do nothing to nobody. It just fires out.
Yeah. Guns don't kill people. People doing all that. Yeah. That's about run its course.
It don't do nothing to you. You know. That's what Republicans say. The gun don't do nothing. It's the priority stuff. But no, I just want to say, here, man, I hope you do well. I know you're out campaigning, doing everything you can do.
Kissing babies.
I was meeting in Manchester a few weeks ago, and good luck with the campaign.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you so much.
Thank you for sending Afton our way. Thank you very much. Okay? Take care. I'll talk to you later in the week. Jeff Neal. And does some writing with Murfreesboro Post and a couple of other papers and doing what he can for Rutherford County. I rest assure you that. Afton, where you going with this? How is it going? Okay.
It's going great. I mean, my campaign slogan is feeding kids, fixing roads, and funding hospitals.
Sure.
We just cut SNAP, which enabled summer. I just don't understand why feeding kids has become so politicized. Ed, tell me why.
I don't know why it is. I don't know. And I have, and I mentioned this last week, and I want to keep bringing this. Here in Rutherford County, this is our issue. It's not yours necessarily, but in a way it is. Why can we not feed our children free lunch? I mean, and here's what I'm saying. I got a good friend that commented here in Rutherford County alone, okay, to feed every child. And I'm talking about breakfast, I'm talking about lunch, I'm talking about even a snack in the afternoons. Okay, these kids are hungry. Kids got to have fuel.
That's right.
Okay? Now, I'm telling you, he said it would be $11 million. Okay, I'll take that. I think Stan's numbers are right. Okay, he's a very intelligent guy. He's a pilot, for goodness sake, so he knows what he's doing. Good friend, good fellow, good supporter. But what I'm saying, out of the $11 million already, we're already feeding probably half of these kids. Okay? What is the let's go. Let's do it.
It's about priorities. It's about priorities.
Quit having a child feel more inferior because maybe they have to take a free lunch.
And also the long-term benefits. I mean, we are a country that does not invest in preventative care, and feeding kids on the front end,
I'm telling you,
pays dividends on the back end.
It's unbelievable. And these people, they're choosing not to acknowledge. They know that's the truth.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right.
They know the truth.
I mean, feeding kids, I'm upset about that our Governor Lee refused federal funding to feed 95 counties across the state. I'm upset that our roads are in disrepair, that we have some of the worst roads in America, that we won't invest in infrastructure and the projects that need to happen. And then, of course, funding our hospitals. Tennessee has 9 rural hospitals that are at risk of closing.
Well, what did they have? $400 million that the state was setting on, that was federal money setting down there. The state
they've spent all of the federal money.
Medicaid.
Yeah, I mean, but in reality, like they have.
I forget how many. I may not have that number right. Okay, so
millions.
Okay, whatever. It's a bunch.
But just to say that, I mean, in terms of, Biden spent a lot of money in his Infrastructure and Jobs Act and the Inflation Reduction Act. He spent a lot of money in ensuring that municipalities and states had money to deal with COVID, had money to fill their backlog in terms of infrastructure projects. Yeah. And that money's gone. And now we're looking at a state that our state budget has doubled since the Republican supermajority has taken reign. And where has that money gone? It's not to improve services. It's not to expand programs. It's not to fix our roads. It's gone to grifting and privatization. And so I think what's going to be really interesting in the next few months is that Tennesseans are going to be waking up to the fact that this is not what they voted for.
Well, we're touching on it now because we're getting these charter schools that have inched their way in, which I never thought would ever take hold in Rutherford County. And the beauty of it is, a lot of it has been reported that a lot of people, their children went there and they said, hey, and this is where our county mayor, Mayor Carr, said, these people pulled their children back out, put them in public school, and said, we found out this is not for us. Now, what happens to that money?
That's a great question.
Mayor Carr had asked that. Said, wait a minute. Where's our money for our citizens of Rutherford County? We funded you. We paid for this child to go there. I think we're going to be due, a portion of that back, but that's never mentioned. And Governor Bill Lee has been behind this 100%. Oh, yeah, let's go private. Let's privatize the whole thing. Do away with the Department of Education, which you've got to what's she? Is this the education? Is she the wrestler now? The woman?
I can't keep track.
I can't either. No, I can't keep track. Pull that up and see who the head of the Department of Education is, would you please? I'd like to hear. I think it's that woman.
Oh, it's the WWE.
The wrestler.
Is she the wife of a wrestler, or is she in charge of the WWE?
AI thing. She referred to it as A1. This is not steak sauce. It's she called it A1, and it was AI. It's. I mean, folks, we're not making this up. If you don't keep up with this, I'm telling you.
There she is.
That
Linda
McMahon.
There she is.
Vince McMahon's wife. And she's the head of the Department of Education?
Does she have any educational background? Does she have any higher ed? Oh, here we go. East Carolina. Okay, well, we support them. But what's her background? I mean, this is the problem is like...
She was the wife of Vince McMahon, the WWE or WWF or whatever
Trump
it is.
put his sycophants in these positions, not the most qualified.
Right. I mean, if you became governor of this state, and you came to me to lead a certain area that did, for example, infrastructure. Mm-hmm. That's wonderful now, and I've met you, Afton, and Lord, we've known each other, 25, 30 minutes now. Great.
It's felt like a good 20 years.
I bet it has. And a lot of people tell me that. But I'm not qualified for that job.
I know.
I'm not qualified. Thank you. I appreciate it. And that's a very prestigious title. But I am not TDOT. I'm not qualified for any of that. I get in a car, I put gas in it, put it in drive it down the road. That's it. I know I've, got to have a road to drive on to get home.
I mean, that's the problem. It. That's the problem with the political appointees is that they don't come with the qualifications. They don't understand the landscape. They have no understanding of the ecosystem. Yeah,
because I gave you $10 million to run your campaign. Don't get any ideas here.
Is that an endorsement?
No.
Ed Raymer
I'm endorsing you,
okay.
Sure. But you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean I'm qualified to take certain jobs.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I don't get it where friends. Now, a lot of those were always reserved. I'm talking about on presidential level now, for ambassadorships.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And we've seen that for years. And that's fine. You want to be ambassador, and some of these people are heads of big companies and all that. That's fine. I understand that. And yes, they give in a bunch of money. You want to reward them in some capacity. Fine. With that bit of that prestige. Fine. But head of the Department of Defense,
Well, and now what's going to be really interesting is in the state of Tennessee, we've had this governor that's been in office for almost 8 years. He's term limited. He'll walk out, and the state is in shambles. I mean, the commissioners across these agencies are going to come back in August with our governor, and they're going to start slashing budgets. And people are already starting to feel the heat. Second Harvest has had to turn down food.
Second Harvest that has been around for 40 years?
Yeah.
35, 40
years?
Yeah,
the main food bank in the Middle Tennessee.
I remember when that started. They started with a shopping cart full of groceries. I think it was around the holidays, around Thanksgiving is when they started that. It was started by Channel 2 here locally, WKRN.
I didn't know that.
Here locally. Now, I don't know if it had been a thing across the nation or not, but they started it here. Davis Nolan got involved in it at Channel 2, who retired last week, as a matter of fact. Great job, Davis. But, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, now they're having trouble. I mean, this thing it's contagious. It's touching everyone. I mean, these people refuse to.
That's right.
Acknowledge
and
that.
Public schools are cutting programs. I mean, we're about to see. It's about to get dire, and I'm really interested in who starts to jump ship from the legislature. And that's one of the reasons why I decided to run for Congress, because I feel like no one understands just how urgent the situation is, and that we need someone who's a fighter and who understands this moment in time and meets the moment.
Afton Bain is with us, and she's going to be with us for the next half hour. And we're going to go to our final break right now, Connor, if we could. And Afton, thank you again for doing this. I appreciate it so much. And let's go to that final break. I'm Ed Raymer for the Edwin Lee Raymer Show. Connor's on the board. Afton Bain is our guest. Back with you right after this. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. If you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Hello, everyone. It's Ed with Private Investigations in Middle Tennessee. If you just need someone checked out on a background check, tag them a run, or if you need someone full-fledged to follow, give us a call. You can reach me at 615-390-7219. That's 615-390-7219. Or check out our website at piofmt.com. That's piofmt.com.
I felt so alone, scared, angry, full of self-pity. I just wanted to die, so I took another drink. Then I heard about AA and went to my first meeting. The people there talked about those same feelings. I was no longer alone. They gave me help to stop drinking and hope to start living. Alcoholics Anonymous, it works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or aa.org.
Go to J. Mullins Jewelers and check out their collection of reactor watches. They're located at 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And also custom-made jewelry. If you want it, they can make it for you. Also gifts for any and all occasions. Weddings, graduations, family reunions, anniversaries, all of it. That's J. Mullins Jewelers, 352 West Northfield Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Afton Bain's our guest. I'm Ed Raymer. We're with you at WGNS right here, 1450 AM, 101.9 FM, 100.5 FM. And you can catch us on YouTube Live right now, Facebook Live, and a good old-fashioned radio. Okay, Afton, you're running for the 7th District, and that's what Mr. Green had.
Yep.
And why is he not running?
Well, I pulled up this New York Post article, but basically, unfortunately, he was having an affair, and the rumors have corroborated that he was having an affair with his son's girlfriend.
Right.
And he inevitably got a job in Guyana, which, we all know what happened in Guyana.
Right.
Jonestown, right?
Jonestown
so it's all,
massacre,
very sketchy.
Years ago.
Right. So anyways,
that was before y'all's time.
Yeah.
I
So
remember that
he's had some very sketchy rendezvous that have resulted in him leaving office. And
he had an affair, you say, with his son's girlfriend.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay, and what is your complaint?
The hypocrisy, Ed. The hypocrisy. I have issues.
I've got to tell you, Denver, go ahead. Just take over. You want a show? Here's your chance. Go ahead. No, I'm serious. It leaves me speechless sometimes. It really does.
It really does. And I can't comprehend the Christian conservative that cheats on his wife in these circumstances and leaves office. It really bothers me. And for what? Yeah. Like he threatened to leave office a few years before, and I've heard, like, in the DC culture, is that you threaten to leave office so that you can pad your paycheck, that you can get all the lobbyists on board to say, no, we need you in committee, and you pad your paycheck until you get your payday, and then you leave office.
Yeah, what gets me is, there is money in politics. We understand that. It takes money to run a campaign. Mm-hmm. It does. You have to cater to bigger donors. There's no doubt about that. Mm-hmm. This is a big, you can't take $5,000 and go run for Senate or run for a congressional seat. It takes a bunch of money. And a lot of people don't have that type of cash just to go out there and take a chance on, to win, what's it pay, $174,000 a year or whatever it is. You better be sure of your investment, of your potential investment.
My thing is, I am someone who is not fazed by money. I've never been fazed by money. Right. I make $26,000 a year as a state legislator right now.
That's exactly right.
$26,000 a year. I cannot be bought and sold. But when you go to Congress, people lose it all. They lose their morals, and then they start stock trading. I don't think you should leave Congress a wealthier person than when you entered. I'm in fact broke as a state legislator. I had to take a 2/3 pay cut to be a state legislator. Why do you go into Congress and you become more wealthy than anyone around you? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's insider trading.
That's
at
right.
a level that is perfectly legal for members of Congress, House and Senate.
Which that's something that the Republicans and Democrats believe, can agree on, is to ban insider trading.
It's and do we have a caller? Yes, we do. We have a caller on the line.
I hope it's Mike Sparks.
Caller, go ahead. You're on the air.
I've got one question.
Yes.
First off, most politicians they're politicians. They don't care about basically the people they represent. But I got one question to ask this young lady, and she may be the nicest person in the world.
Yeah.
If that vote that took place in Congress a few weeks ago about banning boys from girls' locker rooms and girls' sports, would she have been like all the Democrats and not voted for it?
So here's what thank you for your question. I
appreciate it.
Yeah, no,
this is great. Thank you very much.
I think what's interesting for me in this moment is that we're
thank you, caller. Go ahead.
We're focused on the wrong 1%.
Right.
We're focused on the 1% of people that they believe are infiltrating these sports teams, but really we should be focused on the 1% that are scamming us, that are exploiting us and stealing our wealth. And so,
well, here's where people want to know where I stand on it. I understand.
It's hard.
Where you're coming. Yeah, But here's the thing. We are concentrating a lot of time on that. What is people that are trans are like less than
1% of the population.
0.5%
of the
or something
population.
like that.
Yeah.
And I know, but people have rights. People are people, and they have rights, okay? And I understand that. But I'm with the caller, and I sympathize with the caller on that level. It's not fair for a man to go out here and compete in a woman's sport.
It's a distraction from what are the real issues. And I want to bring this back because I have a lot of, I represent a very progressive district in Nashville, but I do have folks. I have folks that have voted for Trump. And I think what's really interesting is when you say, like, how have either trans individuals or illegal immigration impacted your life, specifically? How have they impacted your life specifically? They can't give you an example.
It hasn't affected my life, to my knowledge, in any way.
And it's a distraction because they're trying to distract you from the fact that your life has gotten super expensive. You can't afford rent. You can't afford your groceries, and that's a big problem. And so for me, a lot about this race is recentering what is important, and that's that the Republican supermajority and the Republican trifecta in Congress just passed a bill that codified the greatest transfer in wealth, and that you are going to be on the hook for it.
Exactly right. Caller, we have a caller on the line again. Go ahead, caller, please. Go ahead. Hello.
Yes. I wanted to comment.
Please. I'm sorry, I hung up. Are you the same caller? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hang up on you. I apologize.
Yeah, well, my comment, the lady, what I got before I got cut away, I did not hear the lady answer the question. She gave a political answer. She did not say yes or no.
Okay.
Now,
all right.
I'm interested in political answers. I want to know, what would she have voted for, one way or the other?
Yeah.
I think it's circumstantial. I mean, I'm not in Congress. I'm not your congressperson.
If you had been.
Question.
I'm not your congressperson. Like I said, I think you're focused on the wrong 1% of the country.
Hey.
And I'm sorry that you...
That's why people don't like politicians, because they won't stand up and say, this is what I would vote for.
Well, you know what I would vote for is cheaper groceries, fixing your roads, feeding your kids.
You can't get away from it. Answer the question.
I'm not in Congress. I don't know.
Okay, so
but you are running for Congress.
District, I would not vote for you because you can't answer one simple question for me. You can't tell me how you would vote on a bill that was in front of Congress. So why would I want to vote for somebody who won't tell me how they're going to vote?
I appreciate the question, but...
No, you don't. It's yes or no.
What was the bill? Tell me what the bill was.
It was the one where they voted to keep men out of women.
So I defer to the SEC and I defer to the NCAA. I'm not an expert in athletics. I'm not an expert in all of this.
In other words, you don't want to answer the question.
I'm not in Congress, and I'm not an expert in this.
If you're trying to get in Congress, if it came up again, how would you vote?
I don't know. I'd have to look at the bill.
Okay, all right. So at least you got one thing going for you. I'm not in your district, so I can't vote against you.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your call.
I appreciate it. At least
thank caller. Questions are the reason people don't vote for them.
Caller, I want to thank you for calling, and thank you, and Connor, at least you didn't bring Nancy Pelosi into this. Okay. Thank you very much. No, he's done that before. No, Nancy Pelosi.
You know what? I
appreciate his call. I appreciate it.
I love
he's
participation.
Got a point. The man has a point.
I love civic participation.
Yeah.
It's hard for me because, this is a culture war issue that the Republicans have fomented to distract you from the real issues that they...
I understand.
Yeah.
But you going to answer the man's question? I'm being nice to you here.
I don't know what the bill says.
Because it will get...
It could be. There's so many iterations in the Tennessee legislature. There are hundreds of bills that have what they say, and I don't want to.
I don't mean to throw you on the
spot. It's a hypothetical.
I mean,
I love it. But it's a hypothetical, and I'm someone who cares deeply about policy. I have a policy background, and so I'd want to make sure that that I know what I'm going to vote for.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to have you back one of these days, and it'll get tougher as you go.
I love it. I'm ready.
Again.
Put me in the lines then.
Okay, the lines are, it's lighting up again.
Nice.
At least I hope it's not a call on Nancy Pelosi. Good Lord, yeah, and she is rich. Yes, her and her husband both. Okay, all right.
Is
Who
he
you got
back?
here?
Okay.
Okay.
Well.
All right. What do we got here? Hello, caller. You are on the air live. Go ahead. Hello. Turn your radio down, please. Thank you.
Ed, that's you in
That's me.
space. That's what you sound like in space.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I'd like to ask the lady how she defines a woman.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Anyways. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Okay, keep the caller on. Keep the caller on. Keep him on.
Diverting one's attention from something when it's not exactly true. There may be people that are diverting attention from that, but if you can't answer the question, or if you represent folks in a progressive district,
what does defining a woman have to do
with?
Wait
a minute. Let him finish.
Let me ask a question. Are you a woman or are you a man?
Are you a woman or a man? It's a very simple question. I mean, come on.
I would say a woman on a good day.
You'd say, are you or aren't you a woman?
I've got blonde hair. I sing Dolly Parton. I've got long nails.
Are you a man or a woman? Come on, after. I mean, the man's asking. He is asking you a question. Come on,
ma'am. With all respect, you've lost more votes in Rutherford County tonight for folks listening on a percentage basis than you can get in 10 years.
Okay. Well, I appreciate it.
You're wasting air time.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Listen. You deserve respect. Everyone has their own opinion. But there are some things that's just stupid.
Here's the thing. I'm bothered by the fact that people continue to act like the gender, the women's and men's sports. This is a distraction from the fact that you cannot afford groceries, that you can't afford your mortgage, that you can't afford to send your kids to school. This is the problem.
The bathroom and watch you use the restroom. Do you mind if I do that?
Why is this the fact that you think this is an issue?
Afton.
And watching you use the restroom. Would you mind that? Answer my question.
Listen, I've been to restrooms. I've been to.
No. Answer my question, please. Would you enjoy me watching you use the restroom?
I would hope not.
Well, do you or don't? Would you or won't you? How do you think a lady feels that happens to be competing in women's sports?
I'm more concerned about men being in my...
Let me finish.
Let him finish. Go ahead, caller, please.
How do you feel about a woman, your sister, you, your mother? How do you feel about a man coming into the locker room, stripping off their clothes in all their glory, standing beside your mother, saying they're going to compete in the athletic event that they're competing in? Wait, let me finish. How do you feel? How will you feel if you feel any way except that's crazy and it shouldn't happen and it should be against the law?
My heart breaks for
you don't deserve a vote for dog catcher.
Yeah. My heart breaks for you all. Like I really, my heart goes out to you that you all. You know, I had a conversation with a constituent who, felt like, trans individuals and immigrants were the reason that...
I don't care about trans individuals. Let's petition NCAA to do trans Olympics. That's fine. If I choose to compete in that, that's okay. But I don't want my daughter or my mother or my sister or my friend in a locker room situation where a man's completely naked. And
has that happened to you or someone in your family?
My daughter played tennis at Swanee at the collegiate level, and she didn't have any men in her locker room. And if she had them, I would have stopped her from playing. And first of all, she wouldn't have.
All right. Okay.
But gosh, I look at it from a totally different perspective.
Yeah. Caller, I want to tell you this, and caller, I want to thank you for your call. I appreciate it.
Let me say one more thing, please.
Please, go ahead.
All right. Here. If I were a 13 or 14-year-old freshman in high school going into a women's locker room, I mean, I'd either have to be perverted, or I'd have to need help some way psychologically, because it just doesn't work. It's not natural.
Here's my pitch to you is, who stands to benefit from you thinking that this bathroom issue is the most important issue in your life? Who stands to benefit?
It's not the most important issue in my life. It's a very basic issue.
It's really not, though, because it's not impacting you. Instead of affordability of groceries, of your mortgage.
I bet you 90 out of 100 people in Murfreesboro would say
because hundreds of millions of dollars have been spent for you to think that men and girls bathrooms are the biggest problem in your life, and I'll tell you, it's the billionaires and the greedy corporations that think.
I'm going to be, but you're so wrong.
Someday, listen.
Someday when you have a little girl, and I hope you change your mind.
I really
caller. Okay.
Murfreesboro, you can't get 20% of the vote.
Okay, thank you so much.
Caller, will you thank me for giving you all the time that you needed? Will you do that?
Sir, yes, sir, I will. If you feel the way she does, I won't be listening to you much more.
Oh, you'll be listening. Yeah, you're like the people here. No,
they can't help it.
You're like the people here at the station. They always want to know what am I going to do next.
But let me ask you one question.
Go ahead.
Do you feel more like I do or more like she does?
I must say I do feel more like you. I do. I'm sorry. I just
anybody.
Yeah, I do feel. I don't think men should be
good sense and experience. Good sense and experience of living in a civil society.
Does the name Renee Richards mean anything to you?
Oh yes, it remains.
It does me too. Back in the 70s?
A tennis player.
He or she was a tennis player, right? Renee Richards. I thought we covered. That's what got me is I thought we covered this ground back when I was a young person. You know.
Well, things have gotten so bad for folks that this is the distraction, and that's what I feel really bad about.
It's not. Listen to me. It's not a distraction. You're the distraction.
I'm really not, though. I'm running for Congress because our roads are the worst in America. Our kids are starving, and we can't fund health care in the United States of America. It's not about.
Caller, let me ask you a question. Do you live here in Rutherford County, if I might ask you that?
Since 1973. I came to college here and never left. Met my wife here. I'm
right.
From Dixon County.
Are you for school for every child in this county? Free lunch?
Free lunch. I guess that's okay. That's not a major topic with me, but yes, no child should come to school and be hungry.
Okay.
Would you be favor for free lunch for every student in this county? You paying for it through your tax dollar?
No, I would.
You would not be.
I would not be. I don't think any child in need should be hungry, and they should be fed at school.
I understand that, but do you think we should have free lunch for everyone?
Excuse me. I don't think my children should have free lunch. No.
Well, that's good and fine. I understand that, but what about why don't we just make it blanket so no child has to be embarrassed at school, whether they're economically able or not? Do you see where
I've been out of school 55 years, but
right
when I was in school and kids were getting free lunches, I don't remember any of those children being embarrassed.
World's a different place now. World's a different place now. I know, because when I went to school, lunch was a quarter. Yeah. I was born. I'm 67. I was born in 95.
We had rolls, and they had great rolls.
They were delicious, and the pizza was delicious too.
Was terrible. So we'd bring 3 extra cents to get extra rolls.
That's exactly right, caller. Thank you so much. I think we've got.
I would sacrifice anything for any child not to be hungry. So,
thank you so much. We
can
appreciate
agree on that.
it.
We can agree on that.
Thank you very much.
God bless both of you, but
I appreciate your call.
Please, to the lady, come to your senses. There's more
important things like feeding kids.
Okay, we've got another caller. Thank you very much. We're running out of time. Caller, thank you. Yes, I appreciate you. I do appreciate that call. Please go ahead. We have another caller on the line. Caller, please go ahead. Afton, get your head out of your hands. Hello. Hello.
Yes, am I on?
You are on. Yes, please.
Hey, I was just going to help you. I appreciate you coming on and answering questions, but I was just going to throw it back for the question for all the hardcore Republicans calling in. Aren't they the ones who wanted to dismantle the U.S. Department of Education, and aren't they the ones that said everything should be handled locally? If this is an issue, can't they just handle that locally through the local school board?
Well, I don't know. You'd have to. Do you live here in Rutherford County? I'm sorry.
Yes, I do.
You do. Okay. How do you feel about our school board right now?
Well, I have a mixed feeling about it. I feel like schools sometimes are a black hole. of all the money that gets pushed in there.
Understood.
And how much money they still need.
Sure.
So there is some reform that needs to happen there.
Well, I mean, you would agree that our growth here has been phenomenal. I mean, it's unprecedented.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Unprecedented, and it's causing a strain on the system, budget
Sure.
and everything else, for
Right.
sure. Yeah, and I'm all for taking care of basic needs, but there is something where, if a kid wants to play football in high school, it shouldn't cost $700.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
Local business.
So what do you think about?
Turn around.
And what do you think about the callers that called in about the bathroom issue? Like, do you think that we're right in terms of it being a distraction?
Well, no. I mean, honestly, you just gotta speak clearly, and that's where you say, yeah, that is a distraction.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Also, they shouldn't be in the bathrooms. We should just. But then, when you have a special situation, deal with that uniquely and locally, not from a federal level. And that's what a Republican should be.
Well, that's what they said they were.
I know you're a Democrat. I know that you're running on the Democrat ticket, but they're wanting to reframe this through Trump as they want to handle everything.
But this is like, I mean, this is what I struggle with, because I talk to a lot of Republicans, right? And all their talk, it's like the deluge of illegal immigration and trans, and I'm like, why are you all spending so much time talking about these things? And it's because the billionaires want you to be distracted, because they don't want you to see that they have made things so unaffordable that they're not lowering costs.
With their tax cuts.
That's
because
right.
They need their tax cuts.
Last thing, it's called liturgy, and it's what's really great about our faith is that through repetition, you understand and can consume more and understand when things start to move fast, you can fall back on the truth that you know.
But let me ask you, caller, how would...
Our liturgy is Fox News.
Right.
And these folks sit all day and listen to that, and hate is the speech of the day.
Yeah.
Everyone's encouraged to let their hate out. When
Right.
stop to step back and think individually about if there is a child that is struggling with identity, let's deal with that on an individual level.
Right.
In a caring and loving way.
Thank you.
How would you feel about free lunch? How would you feel about free lunch for every child in Rutherford County?
Well, you just have to look at the budget. Let's figure out how many administrators we got and why we're coming up short. That was what. Why does it cost so much to play sports? Why does it cost so much to play band? Why do we keep funneling that money to there, and there's still, every time you turn around, teachers. Why do teachers have to make $45,000?
That's right.
Kindergarten?
And if you think about it,
I agree.
And if you think about it,
but then all the property tax dollars and all of this growth, it's still not solving the problem.
No.
Something's not adding up.
Caller,
No.
I'm down to
That's my
20
problem.
seconds. I'm sorry. I've got to go. Thank you so much for calling.
thank you so much for calling. I really appreciate you.
Thank you. Connor, thank you. Afton, thank you. Welcome to
I enjoyed
Politics.
it.
And welcome to the Edwin Lee Raymer Show.
Welcome to the Ed
Afton
Raymer
Baines is running
Lions Den.
I didn't promise you a rose garden.
I love it.
Folks, till next Sunday night at 8 o'clock, I'll catch you down the road. Thanks for listening. Afton, thank you again for doing this.
Of course. Happy to be here.
Good night.